Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Jordan off the steal.
Finds a way to get easy scores. Fourth in the league this year in steals. Jordan, one of the best pickpockets you're going to find, and then one of the best finishers for the score.
20 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Jordan. Oh, left hand and able to squeeze through to give the Bulls a 2-point lead.
What's good, guys? Prince Sports coming at you with another one. So, the Los Angeles Lakers, and particularly LeBron James, ended their season in a sweep. Getting swept. Very embarrassing way to go out, after you've been title contenders. So the question emerges. The Lakers got better slightly with their role player improvement, right? But here's the big question. LeBron James is headed towards the age of 39 years old. Okay, let me let that sink in. 39 years old. Now, I know what I said all year long. He puts up numbers like a top 5 player. He's considered a top 5 player or a top 10 player. And he will be treated as so as long as he keeps putting up those numbers. Because that's how the game goes. The numbers are a reflection of you being dominant. They are a reflection of you being an elite basketball player. Okay? But one thing we can't ignore is the fact that a lot of those numbers were empty numbers. Numbers that had no impact on winning. Okay? Okay, you got numbers, but I didn't felt your presence in the game. Very shallow and empty numbers. So, the big question emerges is, when will LeBron James hit that wall? That is Father Time. Now, Father Time escapes no one. And it creeps up on you when you least suspect it. You could play good one day, be an older person, play good one day, and the very next day that you play that game, Father Time would kick in right there at that moment and end your career for playing at a high level. It happened to Chris Paul in the playoffs this year. He hit Father Time out of nowhere. But that's how it is. Father Time is that thing that creeps up on you. You never know when it's going to creep up on you. But you do know that it's coming and it's inevitable. Okay? You cannot escape it. It's like being sucked into a black hole. It cannot leave. So here's the funny part about it. Will LeBron James have another season when he's putting up good numbers, which I believe he will. But will he hit that wall? If he hits that wall, then those upgrades the Lakers did doesn't help them at all. Because LeBron James and Anthony Davis are 2 top 10 players in the league. When healthy. Anthony Davis is a superstar. Anthony Davis is considered a top 5 or a top 10 player when healthy. Hell, prior to joining the Lakers, Anthony Davis was considered a superstar, an MVP candidate, a top 5 best player in the game. Just because he's playing with LeBron, that doesn't change. So, LeBron himself has been a superstar for quite some time now. But when will that time come that you could say LeBron is not even a top 5? He's not a top 10 player. Will this be the season that he finally hits that wall? And once he hits it, it goes down. Right? Because Father Time is that punch that you don't see coming. Father Time is that unexpected news that you don't expect to receive, right? Like, man, my stomach hurt, my blood pressure is up. Maybe I have to go to the doctor for diabetes, to see if I'm diabetic. It's that type of thing. It just creeps up on you. That's what Father Time does. And LeBron's time may be coming. It may be over for him this upcoming season. Now, the Lakers did one thing. They got a lot of LeBron James insurance. They got wings that should play a lot of minutes to take some of that pressure off a 39-year-old LeBron James, right? But one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. If LeBron James is still playing at a high level this upcoming season, if he's still playing like a top 5 player in the world, or a top 10 player in the world, I'm going to still hold him by those standards. The only way he will not get held by those standards, if he dips down, he starts averaging 15 a game. If he dips down and it gets to a point where he's like a bona fide all-star or creeping into a role player status, right? Because superstars can become role players if they hit that wall and their career just get cut short. It is what it is on that aspect. So, to answer this question, I don't know what you think, but what I think is at some point something got to give. And I think this will be the season that LeBron James will probably hit the wall and become a 39-year-old instead of a guy that's fighting against Father Time. But Father Time, I think, wins this upcoming season. Sports out. Peace.